Greetings. My name is Dr. Taylor Temnick, and I'm the Wellness Director for All Care Medical Consultants located in Seminole, Florida. I'm a certified and licensed athletic trainer, as well as a brain longevity specialist. I hold additional credentials as an American Heart Association BLS instructor, a silver sneaker instructor, corrective exercise specialist, yoga teacher, fitness nutrition and weight management specialist. My career has spanned the last 12 years with a focus on orthopedic rehabilitation, sports medicine, and wellness and prevention. In today's session, I'll be demonstrating 3 compound movements for older adults. Exercise and physical activity are critical throughout the aging process as we see a variety of physiological changes taking place. Our goal with exercise as we age is to modify these physical factors through exercise and enhance our overall health and longevity. Exercising improves the function of the skeletal, muscular, cardiovascular, brain, and nervous systems. To keep our bones and muscles healthy and to offset conditions such as arthritis, osteoporosis and osteopenia, sarcopenia, it's imperative that we challenge our bodies against resistance. These compound multi-joint exercises performed today will increase blood flow throughout the body, improve strength and flexibility, and even improve our balance and coordination. The additional benefits with these exercises is that they mimic ADLs, or what we call activities of daily living. This includes reaching, overhead, pulling things down, standing, and sitting. Make these exercises more aerobic or strength-based based on the exercise parameters that you decide to use. The 3 compound movements that we'll be demonstrating today are the squat and overhead press, the lateral lunge and upright row, and a deadlift with the back row. To perform these activities, you can use a chair, you can have an object like a Bosu ball, but you really just need any type of resistance. That can be resistance bands, dumbbells, canned vegetables, or a jug of water. So the first activity I will be demonstrating is the squat and an overhead press. As you perform this activity, arms are rested by the side, shoulders relaxed, and you'll hinge backward, making sure that the knees are over the toes and not crossing beyond them. You'll also make sure that you're at least shoulder width apart. When we come to the press, you want to make sure that you're in what's called the scapular plane. This plane of movement for the upper extremity is really beneficial, especially when we have injuries to the shoulder. So we'll begin by hinging at the hips and knees. Again, knees not going over the toes. Chest is upright and lifted. Pushing up and over. Arms are out to the sides, about 2 o'clock and 10 o'clock compared to where your normal position is. We'll perform this 3 sets of 10 for a strength base, or you can perform this for 2 sets of 25. Ways to make this harder include performing on an uneven surface, such as the Bosu, which requires you to balance and have to focus on using extra muscles to perform the activity to stay upright. Ways to make it easier include having a stable surface in addition to lessening the weight, or performing smaller variations such as a pulse and maybe not completing the entire lift. The next exercise is the deadlift in row. The true version of this form will be legs shoulder width, hinging at the hips, pushing the rear to the back, chest is upright and lifted, sliding back up and rowing. Hinging, up, and rowing. As you perform this exercise, you want to make sure that you're bracing the core, you're keeping your hip complex tight and safe. Ways to make this easier is to perform 1 at a time. You can lessen the movement or lessen the weight. To make this harder and more advanced, you may attempt to do a staggered stance where you lean forward, row with the back leg extended, toes tapping on the ground with a row, or maybe it's a single leg Romanian deadlift with a row. Again, focusing on a place to balance. The last activity is a lateral lunge with an upright row. Now, to get comfortable with this movement, stepping to the side, lunging, pulling back up, stepping to the side, lunging, and pulling back up. When performing this exercise, stepping to the side, you're sitting back and squatting on the stable leg underneath your body and then pulling up. And you can perform this on one side at a time, or you can rotate between both sides, making one fluid movement. Again, ways to make that easier is to incorporate no movement, or no bands or resistance, or you can shorten the motion of each activity. You can also do those on an uneven surface, or you can do single leg focus where the leg is not touching the ground. To make these more chair accessible, for the squat and press, again, start standing, go back to a comfortable chair, sit, press the arms, and make the compound movement a little slower. Again, making sure that you feel comfortable doing each activity. If you were to perform the row, you can do one of two ways. You can use the chair as support, or you can perform the row from a seated position. The deadlift, you can also hinge because we are focusing on the hips. Again, chest is always upright. Don't let that spine round out. We want to keep a good tight core. The last exercise for the lunge would be to start from a standing position, leg out to the side, tap down, upright row, and back to standing. I hope these exercises were helpful for you, and I hope you keep moving and staying healthy. Take care.